大家好. My name's Manda. I'm a garden designer and gardener, and I live in London. And in this video today, I'm going to talk about compost. Here, I think probably lots of you know already what compost is and why it's really useful to add to your garden soil or to put in your pots on your window ledge or balcony. So then, now looking at what you can compost. Well, basically, it's better to use deciduous waste from your garden, but you can use evergreens, but you have to cut it very, very small because they don't break down so quickly. And you can also obviously compost food waste as well. If you do that, you do need to then have a compost bin that is what we call a closed system, otherwise you would get rats coming into it. It's also good to add sometimes little bits of broken up cardboard or bits of paper, so you get what we call a green-brown balance. And that's especially true when you're doing vegetables as well and your food produce. So let's talk now about what kind of compost bins you can have. So this is an example of what we call a hot bin. And this is basically made of a mixture of plastic with a foam insulation inside. And that helps it get quite hot inside or warm. And that makes all the things you put in break down much more quickly. So in this system here, you put your food and your garden waste in the top here, and then you shut the lid straight away because you don't want any animals like rats or mice to get in. And then when it's ready, you just open the bottom of it here, pull it down, and then you take out your compost. So that's a very good closed system, which works especially by heating up the compost inside, all the waste inside, to make the compost. So this is another way that you can make compost from your garden waste and food waste. So you put your garden waste and food waste in this one here, close it, and then you start. And here's another way as well. This one is a movable compost bin. So this one's quite useful if you want to move it around your garden, put it into different positions. And then what you do is you just tie it and untie it here on the side. That's the benefit of this one. But this one, because it's open at the top and has quite a lot of holes for aeration, I would only put waste from your garden, leaves, plants and grass cuttings. And then the final example is this one, which is the more traditional wooden compost bin. And the advantage of this, obviously, is it's got big gaps in it, between the wood. So that's very good for aeration, which we've talked about. And also it means little insects can come in too, because they help break down the garden waste and make it into compost more quickly. And in this traditional way, you would possibly have two bins going, so that you've got one that's compost already, ready-made, and then one that you're adding to all the time. And with this one, you would use your fork to aerate it. Obviously, what kind of bin you use is really a little bit your personal choice. But the next thing to think about then is three things really. Number one is, what's your taste? What kind of container do you like? And I like the old traditional wooden ones, but lots of people really like to have the plastic ones, recycled plastic. It's fine. And then the second point is thinking about the space that you have. You could have a really big one or a very small one. And then the third factor, which is very important too, is the cost. The thermal heated ones, even though they're really good, they're much more expensive than, for example, this one for garden waste only. If you had wood, you can make it yourself. I bought it online, so the wood's already prepared. So that's three things to think about too. Anyway, so let's go outside now, and I'm going to try and build one of these today. So this is Happy, who is my friend and who makes the videos. She's a very good filmmaker. And this is the compost box that I bought, and Happy has very kindly agreed to help me construct it. All right, Happy?
Yeah.
Let's go. So if you take that end, I'll take that end. It might be quite heavy. Let's see. Oh my gosh, it's quite heavy. Okay, I'll get it. So it's the bottom of the garden. Yeah. You want to go? I'll go backwards. You go forwards. So, oh, quite heavy. Good, there's two of us. Well, yeah, okay. area
Yeah.
where we're going to build it. Okay, fantastic. That's one side, and then we're going to literally slot that side like into there. Like that. You see that piece there?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
Okay.
Yeah, I think that's it. So should we put it on the ground like this? Because we need to get the shape, the size right. Maybe like because it needs to be
And
flat.
this one.
And that one will go over there. Yeah, that's it. Fantastic. Yeah, and then this one
Okay.
is going to go under here. Yeah. Underneath? No, like that. Let's see. That's going to come up further. See? It's kind of cheating, isn't it, really? We didn't make the wood ourselves, but you could. Yeah. Oh, now what's happening here? You've got to put one here.
I know, like
Put one, this one has to go first, yeah. That's it. Oh, the wood smells nice, doesn't it?
yeah, like nuts.
Like nuts, yeah. You know, this wood has been treated, so it's not going to rot. I think it has like something like a 20-year guarantee. Pretty good. We should do that one together. I think maybe that would be only two more. Easy. This is my kind of building. Very easy. Oh, that's it. And then one more each. Oh no. Oh, hang on. Oh, we've done this one. Let's see. Let's put it up first. Okay, let's do this one. We've got to get that one.
I think it's the bottom one.
What's happened here?
It's the bottom one.
Why is that not the same? I think this is top.
Okay.
To make it look more neat. No, I think it makes it look more tidy. Oh.
And should we go
Where?
downstairs? Because here you can see there is nothing there.
Yeah, we've done that wrong, haven't we?
Yeah.
So what do we do now? Yeah, you do your one first. That's it. Okay. Stop it. Millie, you feel happy? You okay with that? Okay. So I think happy. We maybe put some cardboard on the bottom. Okay. I think maybe this is anyway. Yeah. Bit. I just had some spare cardboard. Put it there. I think probably just chop all of it.
Okay, so I will use this one
Yeah.
to chop the leaves.
Yeah, and I'll chop the smaller ones. Yeah. Okay. So happy.
So what
I'll say, you know, I was saying that this kind of compost, the smaller you can break it down, the better. Some big like that, I'm not going to put in. It will take a long time to break down. So no, I can use bits of it, but not the very big bits.
Okay.
But with those ones, if you want to just chop like that,
Okay.
and I'll do it over here. Actually, look, it's going to go straight in.
What's the size of this? So the smaller the better, right?
Yeah, smaller the better. And these I'm going to put more. That's some of this. And in future, obviously, as I put it into bags, I'll make it much smaller so I won't. Yeah, I can take some and just chop it as I'm going.
I'm afraid I will chop the bag.
I think that's a very strong IKEA bag. I think it'll be fine. I wouldn't worry. They're very useful for gardening, those bags. That's great. Yeah. Be fine.
Yes.
So put it straight in. Great. First bit of compost. Okay. So here's the bin, and you know, I was explaining that it's got gaps here for air to come in, and also little nice beneficial insects that can help break down the produce. And here, I think this will grow quite soon, so you won't see it so much. Anyway, thank you very much, and 再见. See you soon. 再见.